everyone, my name is Sandra. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a review and a comparison of the Passion Planner and the Legend Planner. So I ordered the Passion Planner off of the Passion Planner website, and the Legend Planner I got from Amazon. So I wanted to wait till I got this planner before I set up this planner, and I wanted to show you guys the differences. So I have been looking on Amazon over the past, I don't know, say 2, 3 years, and I was really curious about this planner. So I first heard about the Passion Planner from a customer that I think I was shopping in Michael's one day, and I was looking at my Franken planner. At the time, I was doing a Franken Planned Happy Planner. I had 7 planners in one, and that was my main work home system. And we got into a discussion about the Passion Planner, and she said, if you want goals and planning in one, the Passion Planner is the way to go. And I was curious about it, but I didn't want to dish out the, $50, $60 that it costs for this small little notebook. Both of these are A5, by the way. So finally, I decided, you know what? I think I want to try it out. So I'm a huge advocate of trying new things. Change is like my number one rule. I love change. I love trying out new planners. As you guys know, one of my main planners for 2022 is my Franklin planner. I have tons of videos on that. I will leave the playlist up above if you want to check it out. But I feel like by using the Passion Planner, I'm also going to gain an audience from Passion Planner as well. And I just wanted to give you my thoughts on it and how it compares maybe to other planners. So before we crack them open, I just wanted to talk a bit about it. I've already looked all the way through this. This is an undated planner, so the setup is a little bit different compared to the hourly, like compared to the monthly dated planners. And it is it's a 12-month undated planner, but it gives you the weeks. And this is exactly the same thing. It's undated as well. I just wanted to share my thoughts with you just to maybe either open up your eyes or share what the other types of planners are out there. And also maybe some thoughts on my next kind of take on another planner that I'll try probably next year. So without further ado, let's do a quick flip through of each, and then we'll kind of compare them side by side. So first with the Passion Planner. When I first looked at this planner, you guys, I completely understand why people either go with the medium or the large. So the A5 is your standard, like smaller notebook size. The medium is very similar to a B5, and which I'm currently using in my Scribbles That Matter planner, like bullet journal right now. And the large one is like, an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, or maybe an A4 size. Anyway, I wanted the portability, and that was why I got the small one. But I did not think that it was actually this small. When I look at those lines, I swear you guys, the lines are smaller than even in the Franklin planner. And when I first got the Franklin planner inserts, that was my one beef about it, because I don't even have huge handwriting, but I have to really squish my handwriting into the Franklin insert paper. So that's one thing that I'm kind of like thinking, wow, like that's absolutely tiny. And I know each of these weeks is broken up into half-hour segments, but even still, it's going to be a squish for me. So the one thing that I like about the Passion Planner in this one, I know you can get hardcover this year, but I like that it's a soft cover. I like that it's a soft cover, but it's also not flimsy where it's going to bend. As long as you treat it with care, it's not going to get like bent up and be really bad looking by the end of the year. I picked this color, not because of the color, but because of the design. I love a leaf looking background. There were some other ones that I wanted as well, but I really wanted to try this one out this year just to see how it went for me. So you first open it up, and it has a section for your name, and then it gives you some instructions. So I'm under the impression that in previous years, this didn't come in color, but now it does. So it tells you how you'll benefit from the Passion Planner. It gives you the story about welcome to the family, how it's set up, how it works, and then it gives you your passion roadmap. So if you guys have watched my channel in the past, you know that I'm a huge advocate of goals, and I work very closely with goals. I'm love goal setting. It's actually one of my passions, and I'm really getting into reading a lot of books about it and really getting really involved in my own goal setting journey and just trying to figure out more things about it, what I can do to really make it a success for myself. And now that I've learned all this information, I want to share it with you guys. So I talk a lot about goals in my blog. It's down below on my website. My website's linked down below. You just simply have to go there and then you can see Sandra's blogs. But um, I feel like this isn't a lot of room. This is not enough room to fully write out and determine what you want your goals to be. So here is, you make a wish list. You put today's date. You want to write all of your goals you want to accomplish in the next 3 months in like this little corner of the page. Here you write within the 1 year, then you write 3 years, and then lifetime. So for that amount of goal setting or dreams, that is not enough room. Let me tell you right now. And for those of you who say you have no problem, maybe you're not that into structuring your goals so that it's really broken down for you. Um, and again, I'm not here to judge. I'm just saying that this isn't, if you want to do a really good job and you're really into goal setting, this doesn't allow you enough room. However, I do realize I am in the small passion planner, so that is another factor. I just feel like I would do all of this work on a separate piece of paper. So then you create your first passion plan. So you pick one of your goals from, now do you pick from the year or the 3 months? You just pick one of the goals that has the most positive impact on your life right now. So I'm assuming it would be from like today or 3 months or something. And you write it down, and that's called your game changer goal. And then you complete your passion roadmap and you figure out how you're going to succeed at that goal. And you do some brainstorming. And then it gives you a list of things that you can do to succeed in that one goal. So I also use a goal planner. So maybe this is kind of where I'm coming from, and I feel like this isn't enough room because my goal planner, the Cultivate What Matters Power Sheet system, gives you a lot of room. And I already feel like that is limited because they tell you to pick only 8 goals. So personally, currently, I'm reading a book called The 12-Week Year, and you pick 1 to 3 goals per every 12 weeks. And 12 weeks is supposed to be considered 1 year. 1 week is considered one entire month. And then you look at one day as your entire week. And so you're supposed to accomplish, say, 3 goals for every 12-week period. 3 times 4 is 12 goals a year. I can fit like 20 goals in 1 year. And I'm usually successful. I have been for the last 2 years or so. And I think that's why I've jumped so quickly in my business and like my personal life as well. It's not just business, but I I feel like I've waited so long. I'm almost 40 years old and I've waited so long to kind of hit this area of my life that I want to succeed. And it's at kind of at the point where you don't want to do it so quickly where you push yourself until you burn out. And I think that's why people say always take a step back, especially if you're new to goal setting. Don't do all the things right away. And I think that's a good point for very like first time goal setters. That's fine. But if you want a new lease on life, you really have to actually do the work. You can't just sit back and say, I want this to happen. I wish this would happen. You actually need to get in there and do things every day to get to that goal. And I think that's why a lot of people fail, to be honest, because they don't realize that it actually does need to include hard work every single day. So, enough about goals. Let's move on. So, they give you a future planning section. So, it goes up to 2023. And then you get into your first month. So, now how the undated planner works is that all the months are at the beginning. So, you get a monthly reflection page, and then it goes to the next month. And then, mind you, the pages are not dated. So you flip to the end of the months and then it starts in on your weeks. It also has the end of the year reflection after all the months. And here's your first week. So Looking at the months, you have an undated monthly section. So you got to write in all the dates. You put the month. It has this month's focus, which I do like. So it has personal and work, people to see, places to go, and not to-do list, as opposed to a to-do list. So I'm assuming this would be more like self-care kind of things, like don't stress, or, don't work too hard. And then you've got personal projects. So your top priority project with due dates and just projects. And then you've got work. And then here it's a break it down, create a mind map of the month's game changer. So you can put your goal here and what you want to accomplish. And then on the monthly reflection page, it says, what was the most memorable part of this past month, and describe it. What were the 3 biggest lessons you've learned the past month? Review your planner for the past month and assess your priorities. Are you happy with how you spent your time? If not, what steps can you take next month to adjust them? What did you accomplish this past month? What are you most proud of? How are you different between the past month and the month before it? What or who are you especially grateful for this past month? Name 3 things you can improve on this upcoming month. What concrete actions can you take to work towards these improvements? And then you rate yourself from 1 to 10. How do you feel overall about the month? And then the end of the game month checklist is to highlight your accomplishments, reform, and set checkpoints. So I like that you can reflect on the past month. That's kind of a good thing to do. I do this in my bullet journal or my regular journal, but I do like how you have it in a planner. And then the end of the year one, let's quickly go to that. So it's very similar. It just focuses on all of the months. So you talk about, what advice would you give yourself at the beginning of the year? What were the 3 biggest lessons you learned in the year? What's a way to incorporate these lessons into your life? Review your planner for the year, assess your priorities. How are you different between this year and the last? What or who are you especially grateful for? And name 3 things you can improve on next year. And for the weekly, so as you can see, the weeks themselves are really, really tiny. It goes from 6 a.m. in the morning to 10:30 at night. And I do appreciate that because, like I said, again, I am up at 5 usually every day, and I go to bed at midnight. So I like to have a huge stretch so I can write down everything that I'm doing that day. But to be fair, I also don't really love the hourly planner. I would prefer like a morning, afternoon, evening type routine where you can write tasks down of things that you need to do. So in this regard, this is going to be more for appointments and stuff like that. I think it would come in useful for that. So you write the week, you have to write in all your days. You have a today's focus, which is kind of nice because I do prioritize, like I do what I call day theming. I theme my days, so I'll do editing, designing stickers or shop work, stuff like that. You can put a focus for the week, good things that happen during the week, and then it has a little quote. Then you've got a personal to-do list and a work to-do list, and they're broken up into top priority, priority, and errands, it's nice, but again, the writing is very small. And then down here says space of infinite possibility. So personally, I like a planner to be a bit more structured because if I wanted it to be an open area, I would just use a bullet journal, which I already do. But I mean, for a lot of people, you might like that. Okay, so every page is the same except for the quote. And then at the very back of the book, you have a number of blank pages. So you've got a number of completely blank pages and then a number of dot grid pages. So people will add habit trackers, goal setting pages in here, and then they'll leave a space for notes, which is what I'm planning on doing. So that is it for this planner. It's actually pretty straightforward, but now this is only my opinion, but because I have reviewed a lot of different planners, and I know what I like. I have been planning since, grade school, and I am 40 years old. I don't really understand what all the hype is about in this planner. So I do appreciate the fact that they are a small business. I also appreciate the fact that they do good for people. So they actually, there's different things. I don't remember where I read it here. So they do get one, give one. So every planner purchased helps somebody in need, which I really like. They're a nonprofit organization. Oh no, they partner with nonprofit organizations to help causes around the globe, which I really appreciate. But the planner itself, I'm not overly impressed with. I don't like the fact that it's so squashed, and I didn't want to get a big planner because I have a big planner. I've got my Franklin planner, which is where I write my daily to-dos. So I don't know. In comparison to every other planner that I've kind of looked at or talked about, I personally don't know if this is the best fit for myself. But for somebody who doesn't really use a planner, maybe you'd like it. And I know that people who do use Passion Planner are very passionate. They're passionate about Passion Planner. They love it. They've been with Passion Planner for years and years. So I'd be interested in hearing comments, like why you guys, like what is your reason for that? Like why do you stick with Passion Planner, and what you absolutely love about it? Because I would love to hear your ideas and your opinions. So I'm now kind of talking about the Legend Planner. So now I'm assuming, this is just an assumption, you guys, I'm assuming that the Legend Planner took a cue from Passion Planner and that they kind of copycatted. So when I look on Amazon, there are a number of planners that have done this. First of all, I do need to talk about the layout and the structure. So there's numerous different planners, and I'm sure you guys, if you're watching this video, you're well aware of that. So this is a bound notebook planner. A lot of people don't like that type of planner. Obviously, Happy Planner has a disc bound system, which some people like because you can remove the pages, and some people don't like it. I personally like that, and I like Happy Planner because it's the perfect size where you have lots of room to write. People who don't like the pages taken out prefer something like the Erin Condren, where it is ring bound and it's more structured so you don't rip the pages in or out. You still have the same amount of space. And then other people like the Moxie Life Planner, where you again have a lot of room, but I do not like the binding on that. I hate the wire roll binding with a passion. And then other people like the ring bound system that is like a binder, like my Franklin planner here. I have multiple different reasons why I got the Franklin planner, but I think it's very classy and I love it. It's very business professional, if you will, and I really like it. So there's different planners. It depends on whether you're taking your planner. Oh, and I forgot to include the Budget Mom planner. That's another one that I'd be interested in reviewing for you guys. I probably would absolutely love that planner because I love big chunky planners that have tons of areas of things that you fill out, that but also that are very structured. So I like it. I already love the Budget Mom budget book. That is obviously, I'm going to be using that for 2022, and you'll see a video on that following this one. But it just depends. It depends if you want your planner to be portable. It depends if you want it to be more functional and large to write in. Depends how big your writing is. I know Cindy Guntart-Baldo just released a video about how to pick your perfect planner. There's so many options, you guys, on the market today. There's so many different things you might want to look for, and you might not care. You might just go to Staples and go buy your, daytimer planner, and it doesn't matter to you. So whatever the case is, just know that there are multiple options out there, and even compared to these two, they're very, very similar, but I will point out the differences shortly. The first difference is the Passion Planner is a soft planner, which I like. I usually prefer a hardcover, but in this case, I love that it is soft and bendy. I love that, but it doesn't feel flimsy, like it's not going to get wrecked on me. And I'm going to be popping this in my purse. It's going to be like my everyday planner. It was what my bullet journal used to be, but now I want a bit more structure. I find that I'm honestly running out of time. I have less time to write in my planners, and I need more time to do work. And so I want something that's structured where I don't have to draw out the weekly or daily spreads. And I want my bullet journal to be more of an artistic thing for myself, and less about planning so much. So the Legend Planner is a hardcover. The cover is exquisite. I love this cover. I'm actually going to take off the paper here just to compare the two for you guys. I don't love that it is a hardcover. Reminds me of the Scribbles That Matter a little bit, and I love Scribbles That Matter bullet journals. They're my favorite, but I prefer if it was a soft cover like the Passion Planner. Then it would be like my perfect planner, I think. And I guess I never talked about the actual things. The Passion Planner has a pocket at the back, but it doesn't have a pen loop. It does have an elastic closure though, but yeah, the pen loop is missing. So that kind of bugs me a little bit because I was planning on throwing it into my purse, and I do have an option where I can attach a pen loop. I have some extra pen loops that I can do that with, but I just wanted to point that out. Oh, and it does have only one bookmark, so if that might be an issue for you. I'm going to show you how I set this up in the same video, so keep watching. So this one does have a pen loop right here at the back. It's actually got 3 bookmarks, which is surprising for a cheaper planner. Price point, this was about, what did it work out to? It was in US dollars, so it was like 50. I bought it, and then the week after they had a sale. So I was pretty disappointed in that. I think I paid 55. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'll have to double check. Maybe I'll put it on the screen for y'all. But it was around $40 to $50, and then I paid Canadian exchange. So I think I paid like $65, $70 for this to get it shipped to Canada. And this planner was like 24, I want to say. Was it 24 or maybe 34? 34, and then shipping and handling. So it came to $40. So a lot cheaper. And it says Legend Planner, and this is gold foil on the front. I just think it's so pretty. It has like this clock, and then it has some little symbols on it, which I just think is so pretty. Planners that are very similar to this are the Go Girl Planner and Clever Fox Planner, and also the one that I really wanted but I was not willing to spend $100 on it was the Law of Attraction Planner. Very similar layout, which is why I do not think it was worth $100. But the colors in that planner, oh my god, you guys. I would have bought all those planners to compare, but it was a money issue. I couldn't afford it. But the Law of Attraction Planner might be one that I'll use an eventual year coming up. So when you open this up, it doesn't have any instructions inside, but it does come with these little cards. This little card that folds open, and it tells you what you can do. It gives you an example of how you can fill it out, very similar to what comes on the website when you look at Amazon. I'll have it linked down below for you too if you want to take a look. But I like this because I was wondering like what someone else would write, so I really like that. So I'm just going to flip to the pages to compare them here. So the Legend Planner, it has a blank inside when you open it up, and then you open it up a second page, and then you have room for your name. Okay, and then instead of having all of the instructions on the inside of the planner, it actually has a whole bunch of journaling, which I like this better. I love that. So it's got an awareness of self-discovery, my vision. This is basically your goal section already in this planner, whereas the Passion Planner doesn't have any of that. It's got an area for you to write down your dreams, my most important life goals. I feel like this has more room. Let's just compare them. I don't know, maybe it's just me. This has less writing on it. This is the Passion Planner. This is the Legend Planner. It does have more room because it doesn't have all of this writing. You just have to write down all of your goals. Okay, then, which the Passion Planner does not have, is my 1 year goals. So you've got your life area, and then you can have room for 3 goals for 1 year, you guys. So overall, there's room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 3, 24 goals. Most people won't have that, but that's why I love this planner, because I do have that. I love that so much. So your life areas are health and fitness, career and business, finance and net worth, personal development, romance, relationships, family and friends, fun, recreation and hobbies, and spiritual. And I love that. I feel like this planner took the best parts of Passion Planner and mixed it with the Moxie Life Planner. And the Moxie Life Planner is a whole other ball game, which is something else that I'll discuss in future videos if you guys are curious, because I have a particular interest there. So moving on, the next page is skills, habits, and people. So you've got some more journaling to do, my daily rituals. So you can actually put all of your routines. Morning and evening routine, grateful for, affirmations, and things I need to remind yourself. So if you have only certain things, like certain affirmations you want to focus on for 1 year, that's really good. And then this says skills and habits I need to learn to achieve your goals, which also, I love that, because with my goals, if you break them down into, I think like everybody has their own different their names for them. So I think Moxie Life calls them, and this is not just a Moxie Life thing. It's actually I don't know where it originated from, but it did not originate from Moxie Life. So the first goals are maintenance goals, which would be like I want to get healthy, so I'm going to drink water every day. That's a maintenance goal, and it's a habit really. So you want to track you drinking water every single day. So maintenance goals, progress goals are something that you can see a foreseeable end. So a 3-month goal, a year goal, something like that. And then your stretch goals, which are like the big picture. I want to travel to New York someday. That's a stretch goal. The power sheets recently changed theirs for 2022, and they call them habits for like a maintenance goal. And then I think it's called, I can't remember the name of the second one, but the third one is like big dreams. So I'll leave that on the screen because I cannot remember at this moment. But each system has their own names for these things, right? There's 3 different types of goals based on time frame. And I wouldn't put habits here. I would be putting like goals that I would accomplish within the year. But the habits are things that would help me get to those goals. So I want to get healthy, but I don't want to get healthy by working out every day. I just want to start drinking water and eating less. So that would go there. Then it moves on to your 3-month goals, which is amazing. Say, for instance, you did write out like 24 goals, right? Then what it's saying you should do is you should focus on 3 goals for every 3-month period. So it almost seems like it's focusing on the 12-year, the 12-week year as well, because they say to focus on no more than 3 goals per every 12 weeks. So here it's saying like, say 3 months, 12 weeks. It actually is 13 weeks, but say it's like 12. You focus on 3 goals. You write why you want it, reward if achieved, and then you write out your tactics, which is basically what you're going to do every day to achieve it. So action steps for goal 1, 2, and 3. And then you actually get 4 of those, which makes sense because that would fill up the entire year. And then it goes into your monthly planner. So let's just compare the monthly section here. Look at this comparison, you guys. Okay, there's actually a couple of different things I love about each of them, but look at the color difference first off. The boxes on the Legend Planner are bigger. You have more room in each of these boxes to write down your monthly plans than you do in the Passion Planner. They also have a spot where you can write down the number of the day, which I like. And the colors are a lot less dark, which I also prefer. I love this layout way, way, way more than this one. And I feel like this down here is kind of wasted space because I like having sections. If I'm going to have a written out planner anyway, I don't like having blank paper. I like having this filled up with what I should write down. Some people don't like that. Some people like to have the area just blank so you can write whatever you want, but I don't like that. Same thing here. So on this section, there's nothing here. In the Passion Planner, you can actually put your focus for professional and personal. Then you have people to see, places to go, not to-do list. You could technically do the same here, or you could just say monthly to-do list. It's probably what I would do. But on the other hand, so this has projects, which I guess technically projects, goals would be the same thing. Here you put your most important goals for the month. It gives you room for 4. And then here, your work-life balance goals. So I don't really know what the difference is, but I'd have to read up on that. because I don't want to reiterate like goals here and then put the same goals here. It doesn't really make any sense unless this could be more for like projects I want to get done, especially for work. And this could be, yeah, I think because work isn't over here. So it just gives you health, fitness, romance, relationships, recreation, fun, hobbies, personal development, family, friends, and spiritual. And then maybe this could be focused for work because it doesn't have work here. Okay, so similar to the Passion Planner, this whole section is the monthly section first. And how the reflection goes, which again, I'm not keen on having this like blank paper here. It's actually a dot grid. I like having like questions, but it says, did I reach my goals? If not, why? And then you rate yourself about your progress, how I feel about it. And then you rate yourself on the wheel, which is a Moxie Life thing. So I feel like they kind of took bits from the 12-week year, bits from the Moxie Life, and a little bit from the Passion Planner maybe. So this is like the healthy work-life balance. So I guess when they say a work-life balance, it's just like that you're completing goals in all of the life areas. So that means that you're well balanced, and that's kind of what Moxie Life focuses on. That's why they give you those directives in different areas of life goals, because if you just focus on work goals, then maybe your personal life or family life won't grow as well. And then it says, what 3 things can I improve next month? What are the major action steps I can take? So I like this better because it actually, it just feels a bit more goal oriented. But then what I would do if there's anything else I wanted to put here, I would just write down like, how is this month different from the month before? What should I do better next time? And then highlight that and then just do a little journal entry. That's probably what I would do here. Okay, so the only thing I've noticed in this planner is it doesn't have a year reflection. I'll just double check at the back. Yeah, it doesn't have the year reflection, which I feel like I'm missing. It does so much good prep work at the beginning with all of this stuff, but it doesn't reflect on your year at the end, which I don't like. I wish it had that. But I mean, again, you could take some of the blank pages, which are at the back of this planner too, and you could reflect on your own. So we've covered the month. Now let's go to the weekly. Very similar to the monthly. This is the Legend Planner, and you can see that it has a lot less dark areas on the page than the Passion Planner does. If you look closely, you can actually tell that each of these lines are bigger than the Passion Planner lines. I like that too. The day starts at 6, same time, but ends at 9. So the Passion Planner goes to 10:30. The Legend Planner ends at 9, which is fine because for the most part, I'm probably not doing work after 9 o'clock. And if I am, it's just usually like filming a video or editing, so that's fine. But this one has 3 priorities that you can do, which I like. It has goals for the week, I'm excited about, and try learn something new, with a little note section, some note area at the bottom of the page. And then on the weekend, because this is a Monday to Sunday planner, it doesn't really give you an option. It has a weekly review. So big wins, what made me happy, lessons learned, insights gained, and how will I improve next week? And then you can check off that you reviewed the week, you vision refreshed, planned the next week, and goals refreshed. I really like that. So when it says goals refreshed, I like the idea of the weekly goals because I think that's one of the things I'm planning on doing is setting weekly goals for myself, because that's kind of what the 12-week year focuses on, is that every time is important. And I think the biggest thing there is that they say, instead of setting yearly goals, say you set yourself like 3 big yearly goals, then every month that goes by, you're like, oh, I still have like 10 more months to work on it. I don't have to start it yet. And then you keep putting it off. When you make each 12-week period seem like a year, you have to like think in terms of, okay, I've only got like 12 weeks to get this done. I need to start working now. And so you have less chance of putting it off, and then you actually start working and not procrastinating. And I think that's kind of where I want to go with that, and like focus on my weekly each week as if it were like a whole month and just try to get more done. Not that I want to be a super productive person, because I do want to also have mindful family time. So I just, my challenge is to find like a nice work-life balance. But I really do like this setup here in comparison to Passion Planner. So yeah, I think if this planner were to the soft cover, I think I'd like it better. Like overall, I like it better. And then the back, so it does have fewer pages than the Passion Planner. So Passion Planner had a whole bunch of blank pages where you could add inserts, which when you honestly, when you have a planner, it should include all of that. I don't really think you should have blank pages. It should have everything that you need. That's what I would do if I were to create a planner. I would put everything in there. But again, I guess you can't please everybody. So that's why they include blank pages, so you can pretty much do what you want. But then I say in regards to that, go get yourself a bullet journal. But yeah, this one only has a few pages, but I think it would have enough if you wanted to add habit trackers to these pages. You could put habit trackers back here. It already includes a goal, so you don't need to add that. Whereas the Passion Planner, I'd have to put goal sheets as well as habit trackers. So I think that makes sense. So in conclusion, I would have to say, like, especially for the money, you guys, like, I'd be saving $30 on this planner. I would pick the Legend Planner if I could do it again. The only thing is, I really do like the soft cover. Like, it feels good when I'm holding on to it, and this one just feels like a bullet journal I would use. So that would be my only thing, is I wish they would have like a soft cover option and a hardcover option. But I'll be using this one for this year, and I'm going to keep this one to use in next year or the year after maybe. But I really do like this. And I love the color. I purposely picked it to be light lavender with the gold on it because I thought it looks so pretty. So now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to kind of spruce it up a bit. I won't be starting it until January, so I'll write everything out in January when the time comes. But I do have some Erin Condren tabs I'll be using with it. And I'll be putting these inserts into the back. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and just speed it up. I'm going to try to remember where I found these. I did buy these on an Etsy shop. And it's yearly goal planning, so you put your big goal here, then the quarter goals for each, like for that big goal. So I guess that would work more if you were to break it up. But in my case, I have like a big overall arching topic that I'll put 4 goals in, and then you break it down by month, which I love. I love that so much. Month 1, month 2, month 3. So yeah, this is quarterly, which I love. And then so you would have to probably get new goals for another quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, because you're supposed to have like quarter goals. Yeah, quarter goals. So that makes sense. So in my case, I would just have to like use new ones, but I'll just put a few in at the beginning. I'll show you how it works. And then these are actually free printable from online. I'll try to put the place where I got them from as well. And then I'm using these Erin Condren tabs, which you can find on Amazon. So we'll go ahead and do this, and we'll be right back.
You send chills down my spine. Said I'm not worthy of your love. Well, this is definitely goodbye. Oh, it was fun having you around. Looking in the rearview mirror, my decisions may be clearer. You say I'll never find somebody like you. Find somebody like you. Without the words, I love you till the end. Without not even trying. Just tell me, oh my God, you're so unoriginal. People like you, they're just so predictable. So pitiful. Yeah, you. Just tell me, oh my God, you're so delusional. Thinking I'd ever get a high out of your love. So pitiful. Yeah, you.
Okay, guys, so I didn't actually put mine on perfect, but this planner is more of an ends to a means for me. It's not like my perfect planner. I don't really believe in perfectionism. I don't waste time on that because I've got so much work to do, but I do try to do a really good job on the things that matter. So this, even though that might kill some people, like it might bug them to no end, it doesn't really bother me. Um, it does bother me that the months are all up front. I like having the month in front of the week. Um, a lot of people don't like that, obviously, because they made that like these planners on purpose like that. But just another thing I wanted to mention is that the paper in both of these planners is bright white, so that shouldn't be an issue. Bright white. If I had to say, I'd say the Passion Planner is probably a little bit more bright than the Legend Planner, and the paper is both 120 GSM. So same paper quality. And the Legend Planner does not have a mid-month review, but the Passion Planner does. So if you get to the end of July, right here, it actually has a mid-year passion roadmap. So it doesn't really have a review per se, but it has like a refresh for your goals. So that's better than what I originally kind of thought about. I don't want to just have to refresh my goals like halfway through the year because I'm such a goal getter. I don't just do it once. I do it like every quarter, and every week is probably what I'll be doing this year. So I just wanted to bring that to the forefront. And yeah, so now let's go ahead and add some of these habit trackers and goal planning pages to the back. I'm just going to use either double-sided tape or my Tombow glue stick thing. And I'll do the goals first, and then I'll add the habit trackers. Okay, guys, so I'm only doing 6 months right now, and I feel like this is already going to make my planner a bit bulky, but I really wanted to have these goals in here, so I've got 8 huge topics, and then we'll just like break them down. So I think this will be good. And then the most important thing for me was to be able to track my habits as well, because I've got a lot of maintenance goals, which I don't really want to track on the yearly. So I think this will be good. And then I still have some paper left over. I've got 1, 2, 3. This will be like all for notes pages here. And that's it. So I think this planner is mostly set up. I'll just put my name in here, and then I'll be able to use it. And as for the bookmark, because there's only one bookmark, I'll just always keep it on the weekly page. And then I know to just kind of pop back here to check out my week. And so this is going to be a very quick planner that I'll be using, kind of like a weekly check-in planner, but more for like things that need to get done. So I'll put notes down here, I guess. I probably won't use it for goals as much, but yeah, I think it's going to be exciting to use it, and we'll see how it goes. And I'll probably end up doing some type of videos in the new year where I show you guys how I plan in all of my planners again. So if you want to see that, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts about these 2 planners. I know a lot of people have the Passion Planner. It's been around for years. It's really popular. So no shade to anyone who uses it. I'm going to try it out this year and see how I like it. And I love this cover, by the way. I'm obsessed with how soft it is and how squishy. But have you guys tried the Legend Planner? I'd like to know. So leave me a comment down below. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Give the video a huge thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're new here. I'd love to have you. And click on the bell button to receive any updates of new videos I post. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye now.